Welcome back to another video. As you see, I'm coming out of the basement and we have a bit of a flood problem. Let's first see the shots of start of the year where this was flooded quite a bit. We're actually gonna make a float for the pump, so that's gonna be the first thing we do. Let's hope we can just... like this way flat, it needs to get really high up before it turns on. This way turns on quickly, like if it's sideways. Like, I don't remember how it floats. Does it care how it floats? Kept it dry. Seems like the float is working good. So as you saw, we added the float, and that was like around 2 weeks ago. We did that at the start of the year and it's been working great, except sometimes the wood floats with the float, creating it not to turn on very early and making quite a big mess. So I want to actually fix it by putting something heavy at least on that wood for now. Next year we have to actually attach to the floors the wood kind of, so it actually, like, the float does not flow away. Or I have to buy a float with longer cable so the float can be all the way anchored at the bottom. Because currently, yeah, I have it with like a connection. I don't want to submerge the connection, because in case it gets wet. I did do it with a waterproof connection, but I'm not sure if that can actually stay underwater or if it's just rainproof. So I'd rather not risk it having it underwater. I mean, if the connection shorts out, the pump just turns on, but I don't want the pump to be running all night and just destroying the pump running dry. But it's been working more or less, sucking the water out without us looking after it. So now it's pumping out. We're gonna wait for it to finish, and then we're gonna get started cleaning. We're gonna get some shoes, because of course you can't go down there with the socks. The floor is quite wet. And then we're gonna make shelves after it's all nice and cleaned out.
But luckily, we already have everything off the ground, so it's not like the water is causing us a problem. Our potatoes are 20 centimeters off the ground. Same with chicken and seed potatoes. Those are on a pallet, so those are also off the ground. And all of our things over there, they're also on a pallet, so everything is off the ground. And the water actually does not reach all the way there. It reaches till the vacuum cleaner we just brought, so we can vacuum clean a bit. So it reaches just till there, and whenever we need to get something, we step here with socks, so we don't really need shoes either, and we can kind of reach everything from here with like a big stretch. So the water hasn't been the worst. I feel like last year when we first built it was way worse, and we were lucky we had a pretty dry autumn. So water only started with the start of the year. That's when it started really filling up. So we had been lucky until now, but it's okay. We still have a pretty good basement. None of our foods are getting bad in the cause of water, so we're good in that sense. Let's now get started and clean up a bit the shelves, and then we're gonna show you organizing them up. Perfect. One basket or less. So we have been down here for like 15 minutes and it's already halfway full. But I mean, it is the snow melting and raining at the same time, so it's kind of unavoidable. Do we still have store-bought pickles? Or is that...
Re-pickle? No, that
No.
looks like our pickles.
No. No, we don't put paprika in
Oh,
ours.
okay, no, yeah, there's
That
store.
is still... We should open this one and try the store pickles versus
It's the
our
same
pickles.
year, yeah.
No, I mean, why does it have a different cork? I don't understand why it has our 22 cork if it's store-bought. Confused. I don't understand that, but we should... And then turns out that it's our pickles. But no, we don't
24 expired. Yeah, it is 22.
So it is not our pickles because we don't put paprika in them. So we should open one and one and see which ones we like. We should do it blindfolded. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Gonna try that out. And
That's
yeah.
it with pickles?
That
No,
is with
big-
pickles.
yeah, new pickles.
Yeah, that is all our still last year's. As you
23.
see, 23, 24.
There's some 224s and 22s.
Yeah. So and then we have all these ones. Those are also all 24s. We gotta eat pickles. And here's our another pet. How did you come in here?
He's been here since pretty much autumn.
Why is she struggling to jump?
I don't know, maybe development in a basement is not the healthiest for a frog.
But if we put him outside, he's gonna freeze to death.
Yep.
So,
He has
one
to
way or
survive.
another.
He's a basement frog.
So we have a full shelf on the bottom with apple juices, a full pickle shelf with some olives at the end, and I can give you the temperature, which is I think pretty perfect for a basement. Now we've been in here, it was actually closer to 5 degrees.
What is it up to now?
8, 7, 8.
Yeah, it's also the doors open.
Yeah, doors open and we're walking around here, kind of like heaters. So, pretty good, pretty good. So we have finished cleaning up, and as you saw, we did not need to make extra shelves. As I said, we organized it in a way where we even have a free space over here. So yeah, we have this space free, but we do have to keep drinking more of the things and eat of the things that we made. So yeah, here we have our salty side besides the apple juice, and here is our syrups and jam side. And then we have our carrots, onions, beetroots, all doing fine. Carrots in here, carrots over there, and potatoes behind. And because we did bring the carrots in with dirt, we did not wash them. The key is not to wash your carrots, otherwise they'll get bad pretty fast. So we left them with dirt, which caused this beautiful brown floor. Yeah, because, you know, it was dirt, we didn't clean it before the water touched the dirt, and when water touches dirt, it turns into mud. So I'm not gonna make it worse. I'm just gonna put water over it and kind of try to bring it down. It's anyways wet. But before I do that, I want to do a very quick explanation of why I think that the basement is flooding. Was it last year or the year before actually? It's already 2 years. Whenever we did it, it was in autumn, and we did it, and 2 days later we had the biggest flood we ever had since we're here outside. So there was a lot of pressure coming up, which made probably the concrete not cure in time. It needs a certain amount of days, weeks to cure, and I think there was a lot of pressure from the bottom coming up that caused it to crack. Maybe. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely
Kind
pressure.
of. I
made it
think
crack.
if we had done it in summer on the fully dry period, with not so much, it was a lot of rain. We had puddles and puddles, which is really stupid because, yeah, it was a lot of effort to make it all. But yeah, it is what it is. Gotta deal with it. But as I said, it is just water, and it's not like our neighbor's basement is not flooding, and at least we have everything up. Nothing is being touched by the water.
Our
And
basement, neighbors take out 6 buckets a day of water as well.
yeah, so it's not like it's our fault. You know.
And their basement's a lot higher than ours.
Yeah, which is really good. Like we should have like water coming up till here.
Yeah.
In theory, like a lot of water.
Comparably how deep it is, yeah.
So I am not so mad about it. It's okay.
If the pump is set up correctly, it can also pump out at that amount. It's just you see the
This one's about
the float is not turning on. It should be already on,
Yeah.
but the cable is just not deep enough underwater to make it float straight up.
So it's okay. As I said, we are not losing any of our food. Nothing of our food is getting bad, so it is okay. Let's see if that's gonna work. It also has a bit of an angle going down, so.
Just wash from the very top, all from the top first.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to see if it's working.
Of course
okay,
it
it's
will
gonna
work,
make
yeah.
it a bit.
It is all at an angle, so.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Perfect. It stops. The whole point is also that it needs to start.
Yeah.
You know, so the problem is, like David said, this one's floating, so
Quick solution.
a quick and simple solution is our carrots. A barrel of carrots should definitely, that is heavy. You should not make it float. And as I was walking here, I don't know if you can see it, but here is
That's the big crack, yeah.
that's the biggest crack over here. Up there is no problem at all. Like this whole top never cracked and flooded because it's also a bit higher, and I think that is the corner of the house. So yes, of course, drainages would definitely help. It's something that we definitely want to do in the future. So yeah, I think it's the corner of the house, and just
I think everywhere needs drainages.
everywhere.
Yeah.
All the houses, all the buildings.
But I checked today the ditch outlet we made, and that's flowing at insane pressure out.
Okay.
Would be good to put a hydropower there. Real easy winter power.
Okay, so yeah, there's definitely a lot of improvements that we need to do. Nothing is perfect. We're still in the process of slowly making everything to the perfect level. Slowly. But I think for a quick little organization cleanup, that is pretty good. And hopefully now it's gonna start pumping when it has to. This one's not gonna flood. Plus, the upcoming week says no rain, so everything will dry. It's not like it consistently gets water. We had the first time that we had a lot of rain, it actually took a week before it started flooding. So it's not like the tiniest rain will affect it. It's just now the whole snow melting, raining, snowing, melting, all of that causes it to flood much easier. And yeah, I guess that is kind of it with this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we're gonna see you in the next one. Back to building furniture in our bedroom.